Hi everybody, welcome back to another daily Chucky video slash Dead by Daylight commentary video. So today we're going to be talking about Chucky's hug, quote unquote, hug teching. It's not really hug teching, it's more like sliding, but moon rushing. It has a lot of different names. But basically I want to talk about, is it problematic? Is it going to become an issue in the future? Is this going to make people hate the character? Is the behavior going to fix it? These are a lot of questions. So let's go into the obvious, or the first question that needs to be brought up. Is behavior going to fix it? So there was a post a long time ago that behavior, I believe it was 2 or 3 years ago, behavior said they were going to get rid of Blight's hug teching. They said it wasn't intentional and they were going to remove it from the game. They have not said anything about this, that they're still implementing it, still working on it. They haven't done it, they haven't shadow done it or anything like that. I'm assuming after the community backlash, especially from the Blight players, about hug teching, that they went back on this, or they really can't figure out how to fix it. I'm going to take a guess on the former, not the latter, because I really don't think it would be that difficult to fix. Then again, their collision stuff is not the best, as their track record goes. So maybe they can't fix it, who knows. Okay, so that's the first question out of the way. Now, is it going to be an issue is a bigger question. Personally, I think it's too early to tell. And the reason I say that is because a lot of the clips you've been seeing of them are very specific loops after people have had time to learn how to do it. The thing is, Otts actually put a video out, I believe yesterday, or it was today, one of the two, saying that Chucky was an 8-tier killer above Spirit to a degree. And in one of the gameplays he showed, some of the hug techs were almost immaculate. However, even from someone who I believe they played him for 9 hours and were testing how to do it, they still messed up a few. Now that's from someone dedicating themselves to learning how to do it, and they still messed it up. Pretty consistently too. There were still a few times when it didn't work out. And I think that's fine. I think this killer having some form of anti-loop that's not necessarily built-in or intentional is just fine. The bigger question comes down to counterplay. There is counterplay to this, and I'm going to tell everyone the counterplay to this, and people are going to hate it. Either A, take a sharp turn the moment you come out of a window. If you are at a window against Chucky, take a sharp 90-degree turn. If he vaults through with slice and dice, he's not going to hit you. The turn rate is not enough. He cannot do it. That's the simplest form of counterplay. The other form of counterplay is when he's doing it in an open area, just move to the left or right into an alcove if you can. Now, if you're in a dead zone, it doesn't matter which killer you're playing against. You're going to die. That's just how this game works, unfortunately. But for the most part, there's usually objects you can use and loop to get behind it. What I would not recommend doing is going for a last-minute 360. Once people get good with knowing how to release the slice and dice attack, because it's not automatic, they will get good at hitting you when you are 360ing them. Especially if you're healthy, it is not worth the effort. If you have no other choice and you're injured, yeah, go ahead and try it. But 9 times out of 10, once the Chucky players know what they're doing, you're not getting away. There's just no way. With all that being said, do I think it's healthy for the game? Or do I think it's going to be problematic? I really don't. The reason being, because unlike Wesker, this doesn't seem like it's abusing anything. And it seems like if you're paying attention, you can kind of feel, or you can kind of know when they're going to do it. And at the same time, and this is an argument Blight players have all the time with hug teching. Trust me when I say you would rather have your Chucky players trying to get hits doing this than just going for the free hits from Scamper or just a long-range slice and dice. Trust me, this is going to be much more fun for both sides. Otherwise, they're just going to scamper enduring hubris through every pallet if this didn't exist. But otherwise, I really do think it's fine. I think it shows skill expression on both sides to dodge and to use properly. One thing I will say, as an added thing for counterplay, against Chucky, don't play Shaq. Don't play Shaq. He is in my opinion, at the moment, the king of Shaq, right next to Nurse. He can scamper under the pallet. He can slice and dice and do not a direct 90-degree turn, but a pretty decent turn if you take it wide and just leave the shack. He can play the window. You can't see him at all unless you're on very certain maps. He's probably one of the only killers I can think of who doesn't want to hit the breakable wall in Dead Dog Saloon on that shack. But yeah, Chucky is probably going to be the king of shacks, especially once people get good with him. Slice and dice, once you learn how to manipulate it and get that 30% extra from the jump rope add-on, yeah, you're not winning a shack duel against a good Chucky. It's just not happening. You drop God Pallet where you just gave him Scamper and he's catching right up to you. Or he's going to slice and dice and get the dash through there, get mobility, and get right up to you again. He doesn't have to waste time breaking the pallet. The biggest thing you can do is maybe make him waste his power and try to stay in the loop long enough. But even then, he can fake the window. He can fake going out. He can do the 90-degree turn on the shack wall if he does it right with the hug tech and the moonwalking. It's crazy. But that's the thing. I like that this killer has a lot of skill expression like that. I think the last killer we got like that, in my opinion, was probably Wesker, unfortunately. To a degree with Xenomorph, because it does take... There is a very high skill ceiling with Xenomorph's tail, with the drag and stuff like that. But not to the same degree as this, in my opinion. That's not discounting any Xenomorph players who are very good with the tail attack. I'm not saying that at all. It's still very impressive. But this is a different kind of impressive. I'm excited to see where the future of this character goes. If behavior does nerf it, I think it's warranted, but not necessary, if that makes any sense. In any case, guys, appreciate you guys for watching for the whole video. I know these are very short commentary videos, and I kind of just ramble on. It's kind of the whole point of this. I don't really feel like I can say anything definitive yet until he's out. These are mostly filler until I can become a proper Chucky main. Some housekeeping things at the end here, like and sub and all that stuff. I put this at the end so you guys don't have to worry about it later, and you can just exit the video if you want. Don't forget I'm on Twitch. We are off for the holidays. However, when we come back on the 28th for Chucky's release, we will be doing a Toys for Tots donation stream. The details will be on Twitter, and I'll probably put a post on YouTube, a couple posts on YouTube about it. Probably not going to shut up about it in every video until Chucky's release. I'm really excited for that. But in any case, I love you guys. Supporting the videos has been great, and yeah, bye!